Hey, future Dolphins. I'm Scott Manzi. I am the voice of the Jacksonville Dolphins, work in the athletic department at JU, and I want to welcome you all in here to this version, this portion of New Student Orientation, where we'll be talking about Jacksonville University athletics today. So appreciate you all for coming on here and taking a little bit of time to learn a little bit more about Jacksonville University and the athletics team. So I work in the athletic department, as I said, and what I do is I work in the athletics communications office. So I handle a lot of the messaging that comes out of the university, and it also has to do a lot with what you see on social media and things of the like. And because of that, we like to get creative. We like to have a little fun with all of you. So just a little bit of a heads up for you all as you pay attention throughout the course of this presentation. There is a bit of a trivia component here that will be taking place at the end. So you'll definitely want to pay attention because we'll have 3 trivia questions and some opportunities for you all to win some prizes as we ask some questions related to this presentation. And also there will be a giveaway of a Mountain Dew cooler at the end of this as well to one lucky attendee. We'll announce that at the end of the session as well. So this is this should be fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy this next couple of minutes. We have a few guest speakers for you coming up throughout the course of the event as well. We do have opportunities for you all, if you're interested in athletics, to work with us starting in the fall, hopefully, and throughout the course of the school year. We have opportunities within our marketing departments, within our athletics communications departments, and within our ESPN streaming department. And so if you have any interest in getting involved, learning more about Jacksonville athletics and seeing what it looks like from the inside, gaining some valuable work experience there, feel free to reach out to any of us. You can go on to the JUDolphins.com website, and then when you're searching on there, go to the staff directory, and you can find somebody with one of the titles that looks like something you'd be interested in. Feel free to shoot us an email, and would be more than happy to have some further conversations about what some opportunities for you to work with us would look like. So just a heads up to any of you that may be tuning in that want to get involved in athletics. There certainly are ways for you to do so. Now let's get into a little bit about Jacksonville University and the athletic department. As you may or may not know, it is a D1 athletic department. We participate in Division I athletics, joined the NCAA back in 1964. Currently sponsor 19 sports programs, and those are a variety of programs spanning men's and women's sports, everything from basketball to baseball to lacrosse to rowing to cross country, track and field, you name it. It is probably sponsored by JU. Our primary conference that we compete in is the A-Sun Conference. That's where the majority of our sports compete, but we also have 2 other conference memberships, the Southern Conference, the SoCon for men's lacrosse, and then the MAC, which is the Mid-Atlantic Athletic Conference for women's rowing. And we've had quite a bit of success in those leagues over the course of the years as well. So give us a follow on social media if you haven't already. Our primary account is at Jax_Dolphins on Twitter. You can find us at Jax Dolphins on Instagram. And then we have Facebook pages for Jacksonville University Athletics, as well as all of our individual sports teams. Most of them are JAX _ the sports team, such as MBB for men's basketball or WLAX for women's lacrosse. So just give it a search if there's a specific team, if you want to follow along with it as well. We're keeping the content coming out here throughout the summer months, so it could be a good way for you to kind of get your eyes and ears on some of the information before you join us on campus in the fall. Here's a look at some of the other teams that we compete with in our primary conference. As I mentioned earlier, the A-Sun Conference. You'll see Bellarmine, they're up in Louisville. They're the newest member of the A-Sun, just officially joined as of July 1st. So they are making the transition from Division II athletics to Division I, and they are the Knights up in Louisville, Kentucky, and we'll be competing with them starting this school year for the first time. Other teams in the league, FGCU, also known as Florida Gulf Coast, down in Fort Myers, Florida. Kennesaw State, they're in the greater Atlanta area. Liberty is up in Lynchburg, Virginia. Lipscomb is in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And then North Alabama is located in Florence, Alabama. Of course, right across town, there's the University of North Florida, the Ospreys here in Jacksonville, and then the Stetson Hatters are located down in DeLand. Well, last year was a interesting year, to put it mildly, but that doesn't mean that there still weren't plenty of great moments that took place in athletics, both on and off campus. And so here's just a little sample of what Jacksonville University athletics looked like last year.
We've been standing on the ground floor, time wasted, elevator on course. Gotta face it, you and me could stay here forever. But I believe things could be better. Take it up, the next level, feel the night. Unravel, crank the bass. I believe my brother. I believe my brother. I believe. You believe. We believe. That is deep to right. Davis back, still back at the wall. It's gone. Christian Coytel. Swinging this. Strike three. Ball game over. Jacksonville wins. In the park. Lifton for a JU goal. 2-1.
Destin Barnes driving in from the left baseline. Drops it off the foul. My goodness, a right-hand tomahawk.
Is that the incredible Holter Dave Bell?
Why not?
Wow, a half for Ryan Bates. They're 4-3. Unconscious in the first half.
Long the ball and the alley-oop. Time out, MJIT. Winston, he takes a shot, ducks under, score! A little dip and do. And Jeremy Winston, payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that ties the program record. Brent Palmer with 13 struck out here tonight. All right, well, that was just a small sampling of many of the exciting moments that took place during the 2019-20 school year and some of those highlights that took place from Jacksonville University athletics last year. Looking forward to making some new memories coming up this year, and we'll have plenty more moments, hopefully, that you'll be in attendance for over the course of the next 4 years. Now, I would like to introduce a special guest, one of our speakers here tonight. He is the athletic director for Jacksonville University. His name is Alex Ricker Gilbert, And I'll let Alex take over the floor now, and he has a special message for you all. Alex, take it away.
Thank you, Scott. And I promise that my voice is not nearly as therapeutic and well-sounding as Scott's is. But really, I just want to, I'll be brief because there's a lot more important people and things to get to than listen to me. But first and foremost, and most importantly, I just want to welcome you to the family. Just want to welcome you to the Jacksonville University family, and let you know that now more than ever, that's exactly what this is. It's a community. It's a place where people can come together and learn. And in our case, a lot of the times we're here and we play sports as well. But no matter what your affinity is, everybody here is a family, and everybody at the university is a family. And as far as athletics goes, we so much and love our student support, but we also expect our students to support, our student athletes to support their fellow students. And so whether you're in a theater major or whether you're in a fraternity and a sorority, whatever it might be, the expectation is not just for athletics to have student support, but our student athletes and our coaches and our staff to support each other and support the rest of campus. And I think our staff and our student athletes could speak to that. And so that just really hits home this idea of family that I'm going to continue, and you'll hear me talk about when I meet you, when you're here on campus, when we're all together. I guess the number one or the biggest thing besides family that I want to talk about as it relates to this year is the importance and how special of a group you are. Obviously, I'd be remiss to not mention the challenges that you've had if you just finished your senior year through a pandemic, and what that sort of did for the end of your high school careers, and what you're coming into as a college student. And I don't say that at all negative. I say that as a sign of how resilient you are and how resilient you'll continue to be. And the experiences that you've had over the last 6 months will prepare you for anything in life. And so to have this experience, to live through this, to make a transition in your life from high school to college, I wouldn't view that as a negative thing. I wouldn't view that as something that's misfortune. I would view that as an opportunity for you guys to continue on forward, to show that the type of experience that you've had is one of resilience. And to continue with that sort of message, I would share that there's going to be no greater skill for a student, for a staff member, for a human being, really, as we continue to navigate through this, than one's ability to adapt, right? To adapt to the world, to adapt to how things are changing. And as we do that, I'll go back to the first point I made. We're going to make those changes. We're going to adapt. We're going to live in this environment, and we're going to do it as a family. And so I welcome you as students. We're so excited to have such a special group. We're excited to represent you on the playing field, on the athletic playing surface. And again, I'm just excited and privileged to be a part of this university and to welcome you to campus. And so I'm happy to answer any questions if we have any. If not, I'll sign off and let the program continue. Good. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks to Alex, our athletic director, for taking a few moments to address you all, to speak with you all, and just want to let you all know, if you do have any questions on anything, we will open it up again at the end of this session to address any questions you may have. So just hold on to those for a little bit here, and we can certainly get to those. But thanks again to Alex for joining us, and you'll see him around campus certainly as well. He's a present guy, walking back and forth, hitting Starbucks, things of the like. So go up and say hey to him if you see him, and ask him any questions. And he's always willing to lend a little bit of time. So let's move things on and let's show you where on our wonderful campus you can take part in watching these activities. It's a beautiful thing, the fact that we have so many teams and yet pretty much everybody competes right on campus. And you don't have to pay any money to get into Jacksonville University athletics events. All you have to do is have your student ID to attend any sporting event. And so as far as the facilities are concerned, we have a bunch that are kind of clustered together, if you will. If you're a freshman living in the freshman dorms and you are in Oak or Botts or Williams Hall, you'll walk right down the valley and go past Swisher Gym, where volleyball and men's basketball and women's basketball compete, and you'll walk past the Pruitt softball facility every single day. And it'll be hard to miss those, and plenty of great activities taking place in those throughout the school year. The baseball field, the beach volleyball courts, Dolphin Beach, and then, of course, our baseball plays John Sessions Stadium, and then our rowing center. They're all located right around the River House and the Cost Trail, right down on the river at the base of the hill that you'll see when you come down the main drag when you come into campus. They're all kind of clustered right there off to the right and within walking distance of each other. And then all the way on the northern end of campus, just by the Davis College of Business and in between North Hall and DeKalb, you'll find DB Milne Field, where our men's and women's lacrosse teams play, and then Southern Oak Stadium, where our men's and women's soccer teams play. So everything is within a short walking distance from where you are on campus. And like I said, just about every team competes right there on campus, and you get in for free to Jacksonville University athletics events with your ID. Now, we also have had plenty of success over the course of the years, and with that success comes notable alums that have moved on to do some great things after their playing days have come to a close at JU. And here's just a small sampling of some of those that have gone on to do fantastic things as professional athletes, including our own Naismith Basketball Hall of Famer, Artis Gilmore. He led the Jacksonville University men's basketball team to the 1970 NCAA National Championship game, where Jacksonville finished runner-up in the country that year. He was a 6-time NBA All-Star, a 5-time ABA All-Star. As I mentioned, he's a member of the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, was inducted in 2011. He played professionally for the Kentucky Colonels in the ABA, and then the Chicago Bulls, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Boston Celtics in the NBA. And he is still a presence on campus. You'll see him around, walking around, as well as he works as a special assistant to the president, has an office located in the Frisch Welcome Center, and is also my partner, I'm proud to say, on men's basketball broadcasts throughout basketball season. One of our baseball alums who has gone on to do great things is Daniel Murphy. Some of you may recall his outstanding performance in the playoffs a few years ago as a member of the New York Mets, in which it's hard in baseball to single-handedly carry a team on, and certainly the pitching was fantastic for the Mets that year on their way to the World Series as well. But his 2015 postseason was out of this world. He did not stop homering seemingly the entire time, was voted NLCS MVP as he helped the Mets to the World Series in 2015. He played at JU from 2004 to 2006. He's been an All-Star in Major League Baseball 3 times, a 2-time Major League Baseball Silver Slugger Award winner, and is currently the first baseman for the Colorado Rockies as they get ready to restart their season in just over a week from today. In fact, they'll be getting underway next Friday. And then finally, another one of our men's basketball alums, D. Brown. He played at JU from 1987 to 1990, a 2-time honorable mention All-American, a 2-time All-Sun Belt performer. 1990 Sun Belt All-Tournament team, was drafted 19th overall by the Boston Celtics in 1990 and went on to win the NBA Slam Dunk Contest in 1991.
Here's Kenny Smith with his first of 2 dunks in the first round. I think he's going to. Got a Scotty Cliff Leggins. You got it. Right here. There you go. Yeah. That's what you got to do. You got the left dunk and bring it down with the right. That was creative. So you got to give the young man credit.
Absolutely.
Double clutch with a one hand, leaving from just inside the free throw line. Oh, boy. Good lob and a full turn before the jam. Oh, my. That's the cherry on the sundae. Sean Kemp knows it. Everybody knows it. He's got the Johnny Mose. Pull the plug. Let's go home. Turn it out. The no-look dunk. And D. Brown wins the Slam Dunk Championship.
D. Brown electrified the crowd in 1991, his rookie season, winning the Slam Dunk Championship, almost inventing the dab. He was known for the shoes, which you could pump up at the time. He has maintained his status as an icon over the years. Has been absolutely incredible to see how people have fondly remembered what he has been able to do, what he did as a player and what he has done since then. And he is a legend of the game, was a legend at JU, a legend in the league, and certainly a legend for winning the 1991 Slam Dunk Championship. And I do believe that we have D. Brown with us to join us for a few minutes and speak to you all as well, welcoming you to the JU family.
Scott, what's up?
Hey, D, thanks for joining us.
What's happening? What's going on? How you doing?
Doing great. So thanks for taking the time.
Love my shirt. Look at this. I got this from Alex and Dr. Kenny. So I'm very excited to wear this shirt and welcome all the new students coming to the great Jacksonville University in Jacksonville, Florida. So very excited to be here to talk to everyone.
D, can you speak a little bit to your experience when you were a student at JU and what made it so special?
I think what made it so special, first of all, me being born and raised in Jacksonville made it special to be able to play 4 years for your hometown team that I grew up watching and idolizing all the players that came there. You mentioned Artis Gilmore, who was there and really put JU on the map on the basketball side. But even after you know, Artis, you had, you know, James Ray, you had Pembroke Burrows, you had, you know, Maurice Rulak, Otis Smith. There's so many players that I remember that came through the Jacksonville program. I saw somebody say Rex Morgan, you know, may he rest in peace as well. People that I've gone to know and have a great relationship with over the years. That was really one of the biggest things. The other thing is just to be able to be a part of something that was not as big as a huge university. I love the intimacy of being at JU. You know, when I was there, you know, we're under 5,000 students. And it still might be that way. I'm sure JU has grown since the late 80s. But to be able to know and see everybody almost every day, like it wasn't a time where I would see a person on Monday and wouldn't see him again until next Monday. I'll probably see that person again on Wednesday. You see him in the lunchroom, you see him on campus, you see him walking around through the valley, you know, at Swisher, whatever it was. You get a chance to be close to all, not just the athletes, the student athletes, but just the students. To me, that was more important than anything. I was always around basketball players and volleyball players and baseball players because we're athletes. But to be able to be a part of the student body on a daily basis, interact with them and be a part and feel like you're a part of it and not be an outsider because you're an athlete, to me, that was the best part of being at JU.
D, what about the basketball experience and playing during your time there? And then just, you guys were pretty good, obviously. How did you kind of feed off of the students? And then why did you find the success and how special is it to have that kind of success at a place like JU?
Well, just because, the history of JU basketball really started, like I said, with Artis Gilmore, getting all the way to the Final Four and becoming runner-up, and you always feel like you always want to achieve that or more. And he set the bar so high. There's so many universities that have won national championships, but it's very hard to get there. And I never got a chance to get to the Final Four as a player, but I always knew I had something to shoot for, which was huge for me. Every time I stepped in the gym, every time I looked up and saw those banners, I said, I want my name up there one day. If I can be a player that can achieve enough things, not just on the floor, but off the floor in the community, in the classroom, all those things are very important to me. So the bar was set high with all the players that came before me. That's how you respect JU. Is a legacy that comes before you. Understand the history, understand the sacrifices that the players made to do what they had to do. So that was really the biggest thing about just being an athlete there. Playing, my 4 years, we played downtown. We played downtown. We practiced at Swisher. To me, I always wish I had a on-campus place to play. It's just a feeling. You look at some of the bigger universities around, their arena is their arena on campus. You can walk there from your dorms. You can walk after the dorms. You interact with the student body all the time. And we had great fan support in Jacksonville because we were a pretty good team. Me being a hometown guy, helped bring some fans there and family there a lot. But just to be able to see now how, the teams are playing at Swisher and it's right there and it be done over. And I, just love that atmosphere of just being on campus. And now, with the new basketball facility and coming, that's amazing. You feel like you had a part of that. You feel like you had a part of growing that, and I can't wait till that's done.
It's an exciting time, no doubt. We'll wrap with this, D. Can you just describe a little bit about how you carry the aspect of being a JU alum with you in your post-playing career? What stands out about how you can lean on that JU experience now?
I think the biggest thing is again, representing my hometown was very important to me. And I wanted to be a role model for the young kids that came after me in Jacksonville and Duval County that wanted to aspire to, if they wanted to reach a high level, they didn't have to go to the hugest university with the biggest name. Go somewhere that fits you. And JU fit me perfectly. And I took a lot of pride with that to make sure people understood how great it was to be a JU Dolphin. All the alumni that came through here, not just athletics, but just different things that people have accomplished in JU history. And I made sure, even after I was done playing in the NBA, people will still recognize that. Right now, I'm a vice president of LA Clippers right now, and we're getting ready to get back playing soon. Teams in the bubble in Orlando. I'm not there, so I get a chance to spend some time with my family. But it's just amazing that people have put JU on the map for a lot of different reasons, and I just want to be a part of that. I just want to be a part when you think of Jackson University and the greatness of it and the things that you can do after you're done leaving that campus. I just want to be a part of that for all the future Dolphins that's coming in. Congratulations. 2020 I know it's been a tough year. Like you said, you've done a lot of things that resilience, like Alex said earlier. So I'm proud of you. Welcome to the family. Phins up all the time.
D, thanks so much for joining us here for a few minutes today, and hope to see you on campus sooner rather than later.
Definitely appreciate it, Scott. Thank you, guys.
All right. He is D. Brown. He is the former NBAer, and as you heard, he's now with the LA Clippers, and they're getting ready to get things restarted down in Orlando in the bubble down there in just a short period of time here. So best of luck to the Clippers and D going forward as well. Well, D. Brown, he brought up quite a few of the names that have helped make Jacksonville University basketball as special as it is. And it has been a long historical run during the time that since Artis Gilmore, Rex Morgan, Von Wedeking and company helped put the team on the map back there in 1970. And D is certainly a part of that, as he said. Here's just kind of a little feel of the tradition, the heritage of Jacksonville University basketball.
Hall of Famers, fellow inductees, friends and fans. My name is Artis Gilmore, and I am a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Here's the steal, the dunk, and it's starting to bleed green and gold inside of Swisher Gym.
Jacksonville, D'Anthony McCallum. Oh, yeah. Beautiful dunk. With the right hand, with just a bounce.
Dylan Graham driving for the bucket. Jacksonville up 1. The time expires and Jacksonville pulling off the upset on Florida's home court.
It's there for the win. It's good!
The Portland Trailblazers select Ronnie Murphy of Jacksonville.
Oh my, that's the cherry on the sundae.
Bell rises and slams over the top of Wajida Minu.
Well, that's just a sampling of some of the great history over the years of Jacksonville University basketball. And part of what makes Jacksonville University basketball special is you all as well, the students. And we take pride in having one of the best student sections in the ASUN Conference. And we certainly hope that we're able to get you all inside Swisher Gym this year and continue to help us have that home court advantage both for our men's and women's basketball teams, because I know they feed off of it working with both teams. They always talk about how they love playing in front of a packed out Swisher Gym because of how intimate it is, how loud it can get. There are all sorts of chants that you all will have the opportunity to learn over the course of the next several months as we get closer and closer to basketball season. And the cheerleaders will help egg you on. The fraternities and the sororities that fill up the first couple of rows of the bleacher seats behind the opposing team bench that really love to get into the heads of the North Floridas and the Liberties and the Stetsons of the world when they're coming in Swisher Gym as well. So we hope to see you all in there, hopefully this season. If not, certainly during your time at JU, there will be times for you all to get in there and to help egg on the Dolphins to victory and continue to make Swisher Gym one of the best places to play in the ASUN Conference, one of the toughest places to play in the ASUN Conference. And just a reminder, you do get in for free. And there's a lot of times there's giveaways. There's things like free pizza. There's T-shirts and things like that throughout the course of the season that are given out at the course of these home games. And that's just an added bonus. You get to see great basketball at the Division I level. And then sometimes you get to walk away with a koozie or a T-shirt or a little bit of free dinner as well. So that is just part of the great experience that goes on in a game day inside Swisher Gymnasium. And to speak a little bit more on that game day experience and how important it is for you all as the students to be in there and to help us out throughout the course of the year, our next guest is head women's basketball coach Darnell Haney. He's been an assistant for many years, now entering his third year as the head man of the women's program at JU. He gets it. He's seen it. He's been part of a championship-winning staff at Jacksonville University, and he is our next guest here on the orientation panel. Coach Haney, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you. How's everybody doing out there? Let me see thumbs up. You guys know how to thumbs up on the screen, on the Zoom? Great, great, great. Hey, listen, first off, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys to the Jacksonville University family. You guys chose us, and we're excited to watch you guys grow as young people and grow into upstanding citizens in our community. Alex spoke on this earlier, but it's a family. It's what it feels like. You know your professors, you know the staff. You get an opportunity to grow and create genuine relationships with people that want to see you win. And winning is going across that stage 4 years from now, or 4 or 5 at times years from now, and grabbing your degree. As head coach of our program, women's basketball program, our niche is and our mantra is relentless. And I want to give you a heads up on us. We fun to watch. High-powered offensively, we get after it, and tenacious defensively. We're ranked in the country in defense. You're going to love to watch this group. It's a fun group, and they just young women who can really play some basketball. I want you to make sure that you're in those seats when the coast clears and the smoke clears and they allow us to sit back in Swisher and you guys can get to the games. But I want you to make sure that you're in those seats, man, and cheering your Lady Dolphins on. Before I go, and I'm not going to use too much of you guys' time, I want you to make sure, I'm going to challenge you to do 5 things while you're here at JU over your course, all right? First thing I want you to do is I want you to use your resources all the way across that stage. So if it's tutoring, if it's going to the tank to get a workout, if it's talking to your professors, make sure you're communicating with them. And even if you need to reach out to me for some advice or anything, make sure you do that. And by the way, I got to get my followers up. Follow me on IG and Twitter. All right, it's Coach D. Haney. Go ahead and take your time. You can get off the screen right now and follow me, Coach COACH D. Haney. I got to get my followers up. Follow me. I'm going to follow you back, IG and Twitter. I got a TikTok, but I don't have any posts on TikTok yet. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that yet, right? So go ahead and follow me, Coach D. Haney. The second thing I want you guys to do is equip yourself with stuff, with tools for life, man. I'm gonna make a couple TikTok videos soon. I just gotta wait to get the right ones. I just saw the message on there. Equip yourself with tools for life, man. After this thing is over with, learn something new, join a club, find your niche, and run with it, man. While you're here. The third thing I want you to make sure you do is enjoy the experience. This college is going to be one of the most enjoyable experiences of your life. Enjoy it, right? Make sure you take care of business in the classroom, but enjoy your experience. Get to the games. Make sure you join a club. Just do things, and you're going to remember it forever. You're going to enjoy it. Last thing, and not the last thing, fourth thing is play to win. Your objective is to get a degree from Jacksonville University. That's what you're here to do. All right, do everything it takes to go across that stage and get a prestigious degree from one of the top universities in the state and in the Southeast. We're the top 3 universities in the state. And then last but not least, just make sure you get in those seats when we have those games, man. We need you in those seats, cheering us on. You're going to see a fast, up-tempo style of play that you're going to enjoy. It's just going to be a fun time. But thank you, guys. Don't forget to follow me on IG and Twitter, and it's up. It's lit. You guys going to have a great one, all right?
Coach Haney, thanks for popping on and joining us here today and passing on the words of wisdom. And yeah, I'm glad you're. Should I be reaching out for followers too, like you did?
Yeah, come on, man. You got to get your followers up, man. That's what it's about.
But, all right, Coach. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'm checking my phone now. I need to see it.
You heard the man. Go follow him at Coach D. Haney on all your socials so he can get those follower numbers up. And as I mentioned at the top, you can follow the JU accounts as well. At Jax_Dolphins is our main account. At JU Baseball, at Jax_MBB. If you check the chat right now, we've got them all posted for you. So you can just go right on through and just knock them all out right now so you can stay on top of the Jacksonville Athletics news from each account that you so wish to follow. And we have some great stuff on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. And so we encourage you all to give us a follow there. Okay, I hope you all have been paying attention, because it is now time for trivia. So we'll have 3 questions coming up here. Each question comes with its own individual prize. In order to win, have that chat section open, and you will be the first person. If you are the first person to type the correct answer into the chat section, then you win the prize. So I'll announce each winner as they pop up, and we will ask you then for your JU email address so that we can email you after the call, and we can make sure we can get your information so we can get you those prizes. And yeah, shout out Micah Ross, by the way, a coach, a former player, a coach here in the area. He coaches at Atlantic Coast, so just wanted to. We don't want to leave out any of our many esteemed alums. Micah Ross played basketball and football for JU, so a rare two-sport guy, and had a little stint in the league as well. So shout out to him and the AC Stingrays as well. My brother, a proud alum of Atlantic Coast. Okay, trivia question number 1. I hope you guys have your fingers ready. Name another school in the ASUN Conference. Any other school in the ASUN Conference, and boom, we got a winner. Cameron, I'm going to butcher the last name there, Combes. Cameron, you are the winner. Liberty is a answer. Boy, Liberty was there a lot in early. Stetson, that is right, from Sydney as well. SGR Cookie with North Florida. Yeah, we got a bunch of good answers in there as well. So, but Cameron, you are the winner. So stay on, and we'll get your information, your email address, so we can contact you about how you can get your prize, which is a $25 Moe's gift card. You win a $25 Moe's gift card. Thanks for playing, Cameron. All right, on to question number 2. What JU alum won the 1991 Slam Dunk Contest? All right, we have a winner there, and this one, he was close on the last one, or she was close on the last one, but SGR Cookie is the winner with D. Brown, the correct answer. Yes, thanks again to D for joining us here today to offer a few words of advice and tell a little bit of his story. But SGR Cookie, you're the winner of a free pizza from Papa John's. We will get your contact information as well so that we can get you that prize. And finally, last question here, trivia question number 3. Where on campus does the men's and women's basketball team play? All right, a winner there already in. That is Jalen Blake, our winner. Correct answer, of course, Swisher Gymnasium. You, Jalen, are the winner of a $25 gift card to Bono's Barbecue. So thanks for everyone for playing. Finally here, we have a giveaway of our Pepsi Mountain Dew cooler. And the winner of that, randomly selected, is, drumroll please, Jada. Jada, you are the winner of the cooler from Pepsi and Mountain Dew. So we will, if you see there in the chat, Whitney messages, please go ahead and put in your email address in the chat if you were a winner, and we will get you the information on how to get a prize. All right. So at this point, we want to open things up for anybody. If they have any questions, feel free to shoot them into the chat here, and we'll try and answer them for you. Any questions on how things are going? You know, we can't promise to have a direct answer for everything, obviously, with some of the situations still being very much up in the air at this time of the year, but we'd like to take this time to answer a few questions if you have any. All right. Yes, a reminder there, if you come out to the games when you're able to have fans in the stands, you could still win plenty of other great prizes. If you didn't win one today, we do giveaways at all the games, and so always an opportunity for you to win some great prize. All right, going to leave it open here for just a few more seconds if anybody's got a question. If not, we'll begin to wrap things up. Feel free if you, okay, we have one question here. Not technically athletics from E&D, but do you know if the Jacks esports club team will be returning? Okay, so that is a question that I myself cannot answer, and we can't answer through athletics, but if you reach out to the students team, Bambi Brundage, who runs that, she can have a better answer for you there. So if you look for Bambi Brundage on the you can shoot her an email, and Recwell session, come join us. So it looks like that it will be coming back. So that is good news there. What time of the year is volleyball season from Tyler? That is a good question. That should be taking place in the fall. It will start, the season normally starts in early September. There is a session, more information on the esports there for you, E&D, tomorrow at 5:30 if you want to learn more about that. All right, last call for questions. Anybody got any more before we put a wrap on this? Is beach volleyball the same? No, that actually takes place in the spring. So they get started in practice, I believe, starts in February, and then they play throughout the course of March and April. That is when the beach volleyball season takes place. And that is down at the Dolphin Beach courses over by the River House. And then, of course, our indoor volleyball team plays in the fall in Swisher Gym. These are good questions. Anybody got any more? All right, so if you see there, we're still looking for a couple of email addresses there for our winners, excuse me. So if you were a winner, either Jada, who won the cooler, or NG Cookie, who won, I believe it was the Papa John's pizza, please go ahead and post your email. You can send it over to Whitney. You can send that privately if you'd like. You don't have to send it to everybody, and we'll get you the information on how you can get that prize. So I do want to go ahead and put a wrap on everything now. I want to thank all of our guests for joining us here today. First, Athletic Director Alex Ricker-Gilbert for speaking, and then Dee Brown, former JU basketball player, 1991 slam dunk champion. Great to have him on as well to talk about his experience at Jacksonville University. And then finally, our women's basketball coach, Darnell Haney. And don't forget to go follow him on social media, because he's going to be checking those numbers all night now. Want to go ahead and say thank you to all of you all as well for joining us here today and learning a little more about athletics. Stay tuned to our social media accounts and JUDolphins.com for any news as we get a little closer to the fall seasons starting. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you all on campus here in the fall. I'm Scott Manzi. I'm the voice of the Jacksonville Dolphins, and fins up to all of you.